right, before we wrap things up, I'm going to do, it's like a word association, name association. You can give, just a sentence. If you want to tell a story, by all means, go ahead and do it. And we'll just cover, a number of topics. It'll be people in the business or, general subject matter. For example, the first one I'm going to start off with PCW Ultra, who I know you've worked for.
Yeah, PCW Ultra, just great international talent. I got to call a great Muda match there. Penta Sarah Mieto, Jacob Fatu. Just, I mean, it was great, and because those shows were just pay-per-view style, where it's 7 matches or so, great matches, not really storyline heavy. It was just got to call some great international talent.
Colt Cabana.
Entertainment,
So
and just fun, good time.
The Rocknes Monsters, and in general, just Johnny Yuma.
Johnny Yuma, very creative, very hardworking, loving father. But Johnny Yuma was head of creative for a long time at Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, and worked really hard. And I know was applying that craft elsewhere. But again, like, Rocknes Monsters are so much fun as a team. And now Kevin Martinson is the Heritage Champion at Championship Wrestling, and is doing great things as a single. But Yuma is given a lot creatively to the product over the years.
And potential plug, we might be having an interview with Johnny Yuma in the future. We've talked about it, just trying to work out schedules. So I'm very much looking forward to that. Okay, yeah. Ryan Katz, because you talked about him briefly earlier.
Yeah. Another one, super creative, just almost genius, and just great character. And in my working with him, just he's always on. I never saw a solemn, like, listless Ryan Katz. He's always, turned up to 11.
This one might be difficult for you. Favorite match or matches you've called?
Okay, oof, that is tough. But I will say Pierce Cabana is absolutely up there. Hogan Flair, even though nobody ever saw it. RVD Zima Ion, that Impact debut, because I was able to prove something to myself. And then I would say Kurt Angle, AJ Styles, Slammiversary 2013, because that was my last show with Impact, and to get to call a match with those two was pretty special. Yeah.
Least favorite match, and if you don't want to bury anybody in particular, or it could just be because of issues that happen. Least favorite match type, maybe a certain kind of match is more difficult to call as an announcer. I don't know.
Okay. Twins. I hate twins. Just had to call the Voros twins, and they were just like, all right, are you, which one's Chris? Which one's Patrick? Oh, I don't know. Take your best guess. All right, which one's starting the match? Oh, I'm not sure. Do you wear an armband? Anywhere wear anything different? And this goes back, my first WWE audition. I didn't know what matches they were going to have me call. Again, they were just going to put some matches to a monitor, and I'm thinking, please not the Basham brothers. Please not the Basham brothers. Second match I called. Doug and Danny, there they are, the Basham brothers. So I was like, oh, God. So, yeah, twins are tough.
Basham tags out to Basham.
There you go. That's what you got to do.
Who's some of your favorite broadcasting partners you've had?
Oh, man, I've had some great ones. I really am enjoying working with James Kincaid. He's one of my primary broadcast partners at Championship Wrestling now. He works with the Golden State Warriors. He does West Coast Pro up in Northern California. He's really kind of come into his own. He started working with us on Primetime Live during the pandemic. And, we just kind of have a shared sensibility. And even though we're kind of two play-by-play guys, we find that we're able to mesh. Johnny LaQuasto goes way back with me to the start of United Wrestling Network. So I've always enjoyed working with him. In that same vein, Stu Stone was a blast to work with as a heel commentator in Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. JB was great, made me feel comfortable getting in at Impact. working with Eric, when I got to work with Eric, was like a dream come true. And then Tenay and Taz, two guys that I really idolized. I loved Taz's work on SmackDown with Michael Cole. I loved Tenay and WCW having so knowledgeable about the like the luchadors and the international talent. And then of course his work at TNA. So getting to work with those two was awesome. But yeah, I mean, I've enjoyed being in the booth with so many over the years.
Very, very cool.
And
Yeah, I,
Joe Galley was great because Joe Galley basically was brought in to take my place when I left for Paragon. And then the fact that I got to come back and that Joe and LaQuasto and I all got to work together was cool.